Hey guys, so I have some great news, some good news, and some not so good news. So I'll start with the not so good news. The not so good news is, well, I'll start with the good news. The good news is I'm going to keep vlogging and continue the videos. The not so good news is I'm going to have to shorten them. So you'll see shorter videos because it's really tough, not just technically, but editing, the uploading, having Wi-Fi, and the time that it takes. But I want to keep bringing stuff to you. I'm just going to have to shorten it a little bit. That way I can pump them out quicker maybe. And the great news is I'm healthy and I'm not injured, and I'm going to continue on. So that's what I just want to let you know. So when you see the videos shorten up a little bit, that's the reason why. But I'm going to try to include the most epic parts, if you want to call it epic, or best scenic parts for you, and cut out all the other unnecessary stuff. All right, appreciate you guys. Hey, good morning. It's Monday, May 23rd. Getting a late start, 8:40. Got dropped off by Tie-Dye. Shout out to Tie-Dye, thanks for the ride. Back to the monument, and gonna be headed across the street here, connecting my steps here northbound. Walker Pass. All right, looks like I'm going to be climbing. Next water source I'll hit will be about 17 miles up. I know the desert could be hot and challenging, but there's only 50 miles left. That's all I got left of the desert, 50 miles to Kennedy Meadows. Kind of look forward to some new terrain, scenery, and to be in the lower end of the Sierra. And before you know it, be hiking through the high Sierra. So, 50 miles. Let's do it. So these are the mountains and hills that I got to climb through to get to the higher plains of the lower Sierra. There's a ridge that I'm going to be walking across up there. Be approaching that within a quarter mile. That's Inyo, Kern, and Ridgecrest out that way. the trail over there. Gonna be going across that ridgeline. I like that rock over there. It's a good rocky climb. I was on the other side of that mountain this morning. Just went around it to the right, all the way around, came back this way, you know. Same old stuff. Just keep hiking, keep following the trail. You go up mountains, down mountains, around mountains. And you try not to trip on these rocks. Hike through all that today. All through it, all across it, up and down it. I think I've pretty much had enough for the day. Do I go 1 more mile or do I go 4 more miles? 1 mile takes me to camp. 4 miles takes me to cold, fresh stream water. And I can pour some powdered Kool-Aid in it. Hey, so I made it to camp, mile 670, 18 miles in, and there's a water source real close by. Ran into a couple hikers that I met at Warner Springs and hiked with a little bit. Poseidon and Kate. Kate, what's your trail name now? Helium. So she's got a trail named Helium. And they're with a gentleman named Matthew, who's a good guy. Only one tent site, and they squeezed a couple tents in, let me squeeze mine in behind them. So I got my duplex kind of sort of up halfway, but it's working. So we made it work. Anyway, that's it. Yeah, 18 miles today. Going to climb tomorrow. The first part of the hike's going to be at least 1,000 plus foot climb, and then in 10 miles there's a stream, so that'll be nice. So we got some water sources available to us now, so water's not going to be a problem, and we'll be that much closer to Kennedy Meadows. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, here's the water source. So it's flowing. It's good enough. All right, back on trail. So it's about 6:30 now, and it's Tuesday, May 24th. After taking that 00 in Ridgecrest, mainly to do the videos for you guys, and it was a good rest. I did 18 yesterday. Planning on doing about 17 a day, so it'll leave me with 15 to Kennedy Meadows tomorrow, Wednesday. And if I get up early, I can get there midday. And once I get to Kennedy Meadows, I'm going to figure out the game plan. Next time I go into town won't be until probably Lone Pine, just before the Sierra. Yeah, I got to make these videos shorter. I just have to. And I know you guys are fine with it either way, because they're just way too long. I just want to show you guys everything. So that's the tough part, is figuring out what to cut out. But they definitely have to be shorter, because it takes a lot of time. And a lot of time I don't have the Wi-Fi, and now I'm dealing with some technical things. I got to figure out how to upload all these files, because my chips are running full, or I'll just have a new chip mailed out to me. I'll figure all that stuff out. All right, I'm gonna climb next 3 miles for sure. It's gonna be a good climb. So I'll show you some things as I go. So that's looking south. And as I turn the corner to go north, this will be what I'm up against. So I'll be climbing through these canyons, up and over some more mountains. I'll show you the view on the other side when I get there. So just after 1 mile, I'm taking a breather because it's uphill. And I just wanted to say that I'm starting to see mosquitoes now. Definitely at the water sources, the little creeks. In the heat of the day, late or early evening, they're out. And even though I just barely had enough room to cowboy camp, I kind of set my tent up in a quasi fashion, just to keep the mosquitoes and the ants out. Had no choice. It was just a 1-tent campsite, so there were 4 of us that squeezed in there. Even hiking, the mosquitoes attack the ears, and it's funny because I was kind of stripping my pack down, and I left some items with Christina, who lives in Bishop's, going to be helping me out. Thanks, Christina, also for coming down and bringing me stuff in Ridgecrest and giving me and Claire and Jens and Derek a ride to dinner. I hope you enjoyed dinner. It was a lot of fun. So anyway, yeah, the other thing is, if you ever do a video, don't play adventurous movie score music when you're telling your family you miss them. That was in the video, I think it was part 3, 16, episode 16, part 3, where I was showing some scenic shots, and then I started talking about how I miss my family, and the music's just growing and growing, and getting ready to crescendo into this amazing epic scene. So yeah, it was a little too late by the time I produced it and published it. I didn't want to go back and remove it and edit and redo the whole thing. So you live and learn. But anyway, I'm thinking about it now, it's kind of funny, but I did put a comment out there, and thanks guys for understanding. That's it. I'm going to keep going. Continue climbing. Another shout out to Tina Marie. Thank you so much for giving us a ride into Ridgecrest, or giving me a ride into Ridgecrest, and then chauffeuring us around to get our resupply. Hey, another shout out to Tina Marie. Thank you so much for giving me a ride into Ridgecrest and for chauffeuring us around to get our resupply. Really, really appreciate it. Sorry we couldn't meet Gordy, but thank you again.
Breakfast time. I already finished my oatmeal with cherry raisins, and it was apple, walnut, cinnamon oatmeal. Following it up with coffee with hot chocolate and a Snickers bar mixed up in it. Oh, and I got my cherry Kool-Aid, so I'm a happy hiker. Thirsty. Hey, so I'm just taking some shade. Got to this water source about 1:30 p.m. and Just like a little siesta here. I got some ramen noodles though that I made with some tuna, and I'm gonna hang out here and take off about 4:30 p.m. When it cools down. Do another 6.5 miles to camp. That'll give me about 18 miles total, which will leave 14. Let's see. Yeah, Kennedy Meadows tomorrow.
All right, back on trail. Couple hours. Be at camp. Made it to camp. This is my spot right here. The sun's going to be setting real soon. Hey, good morning. It's Wednesday, May 25th, and it's Kennedy Meadows Day today. Back on trail. There's that Shrek-looking dude again. Except he's getting skinnier and skinnier. Wearing shorts today feels so much better. Although pants help protect you from the elements and the brush, the sun, the shorts feel so much better, especially on a hot day. I just feel like I can hike a little bit more freely wearing shorts. Definitely wearing them into Kennedy Meadows, and I'll have them on and jump into the kern. I say that now, but it's probably really cold. But if it's a hot day, it's going to feel good. Last couple days were more challenging than I thought. It wasn't just the heat and the climbing. The miles just seemed lonely. You know, it was it's not because I was hiking alone. I enjoyed that. You know what? It was just I'm missing my family. That's the biggest thing. I haven't been away from them all for this long ever before. I mean, I have older sons, you know, who are on their own. They go off and I don't see them for a while, and you know, that's one thing. But you know, when you're away from your entire family and they're all together, it's like, I know they're just hours away, but I'm on the trail, and when it's hot and you start realizing how many miles you put in, how long you've been away from home, and how far yet you have to go, you start questioning things. And so that would be my negative thinking, and I told myself any day that I think that way, I just change the subject in my mind, clear it, think of all the positives of this through hike, and what my purpose is. And I'm trying to stay positive and think, well, my purpose is to hike the Pacific Crest Trail. My purpose is to get to Canada, to complete it, to do a lot of self-reflection, and then I feel like, okay, I've done that, and my purpose is to be there with my family and for my family. And that's what makes me realize that's priority, it's more important, and that's where I should be. But they're so supportive, and I think they really want me to do this, and they want me to finish it. So it's not like they're saying, geez, Dad, you're being selfish and you're out there hiking the trail, what about us? It's not like that. I think I think they're enjoying the fact that, you know, Dad's not around, party, you know. And I don't really mean they're going to tear their house down and do all that stuff, but it's kind of fun for them, I guess. But they're busy. They're keeping busy. They're all doing stuff, and I shouldn't worry too much about them. But that doesn't take away the loneliness. I already have cottonmouth. It's another thing too. Last couple of days, really bad cottonmouth out here, and long water carries. So the long water carries, you know, concerned about getting to water, carrying heavy, the heat, the mosquitoes. It's another thing. Oh man, last couple of days they're just constantly. I had to wear my earbuds, and I have the wired earbuds, not the wireless, because you don't need Bluetooth, so save your battery when you use the wired ones. And the wireless ones are heavy in the little case, battery case. So anyway, that's the reason why I wear the wired ones. They're really cheap too if you lose them or they break. But ones I've had were cheap and they've held up. Never quit on a bad day. You know, I wouldn't say they were really bad days, but they weren't good days. This is going to be a good day. So I'm excited about that. We'll see how things change once I get down to Kennedy Meadows. I'll resupply there at the general store, and any gear I need. There are a couple outfitters there, and Grumpy Bears is there to hang out, sit back, order food from the restaurant. Look at what's right around the corner. I'll try to keep from tripping on all these rocks here while I'm videoing. What I got left. Hear that? Yeah, that's running water. Oh man. There it is. I think I can hear some really happy hikers down there. Yeah, I went in and it was refreshing. So good. So good. All right, that felt so good. Oh my gosh, just diving in that water. Oh, so cool, refreshed now. And I have more water. Got 1.5 liters, 4 miles to Kennedy Meadows. Then I can grab something cold, ice cold. Oh, I'm thinking about maybe a beer to quench the thirst, a burger, and then follow up with some ice cold soda. I know, not good stuff, but right now, that's all I'm going to be thinking about for the next 4 miles. So, see ya, Grumpies.
Woo, 700 miles. Way to go, Manny.
That's right, baby. Now don't tell me, is this the real 700 sign? It's bigger. There's Poseidon. 2 miles to go. So the trail that comes up, comes up there, comes up to this road. We have to hike up this little incline here. And out of Sequoia National Forest area to go up this pavement. And that takes you to the general store. And then I think 4 miles from that, we get a shuttle ride. We can get picked up and taken over to Grumpy's, where people go to eat and drink and stuff like that. General store to resupply. There are a couple of outfitters that are local here also. So hikers can get what they need to move forward. All right, talk to you when I get to the general store and or Grumpy's. And call it a day.
Leaving Sequoia National Forest.
There's Matthew and Helium, formerly Kate.
Yes.
Remember her back at Warner Springs. And here comes Poseidon.
We got Poseidon, the god of water.
Sweet.
Hey Kate, how come nobody was clapping for us?
I don't know.
There's nobody out there.
No. Congratulations. So disappointed.
Oh, you're gonna clap for us. Thank you. I couldn't decide between the two, so I got them both. This is just a snack before I eat.